microcontroller OS services. So in the task communication, it is sometimes necessary for a task of an ISR to communicate information to another task. This information transfers is called as an inter-task communication. So this is to be represented as the OS M2 management systems. Information may be communicated between the task of two ways: through a global data by sending messages. When using global variables, each task or an ISR must ensure that it has an exclusive access to the variables. If an ISR is involved, the only way to ensure exclusive access to the common variables to disable interrupts. So note that a task can only communicate information to an ISR by using the global variables. A task is not aware when a global variable is changed by an ISR unless the ISR signals the task by using a semaphore or by having the task regularly poll the content of a variable. If two tasks are sharing data, each can gain exclusive access to the variables by using either disabling, enabling interrupts or through a semaphore. To correct this situation, we should consider either a message or a mailbox. Uh, Inter-task or an inter-class communication system microcontroller OS takes place using semaphores, message box and the mailbox. So this is the diagram of an ISR and the task. So how a signal is merged with an ECP and it goes to the task for the second section. So how the task is connected with the, while the signal is to be wait or the signal is going to reach the ECB. So a semaphore is a protocol mechanism used to control the access of a shared resource, mutual exclusion of a signal, occurrence of an event or the two tasks of a synchronize their activities. If the semaphore is already in use, the requesting task is suspended until the semaphore is released by its current owner. A suspended task consumes little or no CPU time. 16-bit unsigned integer used to hold the semaphore counts, a list of tasks waiting for the semaphore count to be greater than 0. So again, this is the graph which represents the awesome create, pending, post, accept and the query. This is a message mailboxes. Messages can be sent to the task through the kernel service message. Mailbox, also called as a message exchange, is typically a point size variable through a service provided by the kernel. A task of an ISR can deposit a message, but by the both sending task and receiving task will agree as to what the pointer is actually to be pointing. A message of mailbox objects that allows a task or an ISR to send pointer sized variables to the another task. This is a diagram for the mailbox. That is to be also create, pending, post, accept and the query. So message box queue is used for waiting the messages, more messages to a task reach the task through a service provided by the kernel. A task or a ISR can deposit a message. Both the sending task and the receiving task will agree as to what the pointer is actually pointing to. Generally, the first message inserted in the queue will be first message extracted from the queue, that is FIFO. In addition to extract message in a FIFO fashion, microcontroller OS2 allows a task to get messages last in, first out. This is the program codings which represents the task to be queued. Create, pending, post, post friend, accept, flush, query. So this is the circulating thing organized by the circular buffers, which circulates where the output is to be reached. Thank you.